Good morning. Welcome to the first full day of the 10th Annual AFSP Advocacy Forum. This is the exciting part of the adventure that we're on, where we get to learn to work with each other. We merge together as state representatives, learning the kinds of issues that we want to press at the Capitol when we go up there tomorrow. I hope you all had a good rest. You've had a good breakfast. We're going to have a busy morning. I'm also excited to tell you that the events of this morning and of this afternoon are being live streamed across the country. And it's very exciting to have friends from all around the country who support AFSP. So thank you for joining us. We are going to introduce the program this morning. John, yes?
I am. So is my lavalier on?
No, the mic. Your regular mic.
Oh, right here. This is on. Okay. So, yes, and Nancy, the folks who signed up for the virtual forum have agreed to email both their U.S. senators late this afternoon and their representatives saying that they can't be here in D.C. in person, but that they have colleagues who are either fellow volunteers or staff, and that they urge the senators and representatives to welcome all of you. So I think it's a great force multiplier to do that.
Absolutely.
So I understand that my evil twin brother, Henry, was here yesterday with the do-rag and the cowboy boots, and he forgot to introduce himself, which is not surprising, but more sadly, he forgot to introduce the incredible public policy staff. So I'm John Madigan. I have the distinct honor and pleasure of being the Senior Vice President and Chief Public Policy Officer for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. As I met with many of you yesterday, I reminded you that you folks are really the reason that we're here. Without all of you in your chapters and across the country, there'd be no reason to have a public policy office here in DC. So with that said, Nicole Gibson, where are you? So Nicole, hold applause till I get Chelsea Dumond. There's Chelsea. Chelsea's the one that's put the whole, she's working with the hotel, so if you like the hotel, come to me. If you hate the hotel, go to her. Where's Taylor Wolf? Taylor is, so Nicole is the #2 person in the office, and she is in charge of all state advocacy. Chelsea is in charge of all meetings and programs and helping coordinate state Capitol days. Taylor Wolf is our state analyst, and she works on public policy at the state level. Where is Connor Jobs? Connor Jobs right here. He's manager of federal affairs, and then Natalie Tejan. And then Natalie's our other manager of federal affairs. And then we have an outstanding, we have 5 interns this summer. So Zoe is right here. Where's Lay? She's not here? Okay. Peyton's back here. And then we have 2 Gabrielles, but one goes by Gabrielle and one goes by Gabby. So that's the whole team. So let's give them a round of applause. And then I think we have an exciting day. Like we said last evening, we've got the Secretary of Veterans Affairs coming. We have a scintillating conversation about why research is so important. We're going to talk about the Lifeline. Patrick Kennedy. It's going to be a great day. We urge you to pace yourself. So where is Dr. Christine Moutier? Here's Christine. So Christine's going to share a couple of thoughts. She's our Chief Medical Officer, and she's going to share a couple thoughts about self-care and how to manage your time and other things. Good morning.
Thanks, John. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Such a pleasure to be here with you, where we get to all have a voice and express what we're all so passionate about, preventing suicide. And this is an incredible opportunity. Each one of you has a story. And obviously today we're all about equipping you with knowledge and facts and context so that you can go into these office visits tomorrow and throughout the year at your state level and local level with the knowledge and with your story interwoven in. And that is just a powerful thing that obviously brings us all together. And it is accruing to change. So what I want to talk to you about just for a moment right now is really about, this is always and year round, but especially at a moment like this, these are a few very intense days. We jam-pack the time with a focus on everything related to suicide prevention that is relevant right now. And we're also equipping you and helping you think about how do you frame your own stories for those meetings. And that is not a small task. You know, you're using sort of both parts of your brain and your heart and tapping into your past experiences. And so it's really a time to take care of yourselves and to take care of each other. So, you know, just some thoughts I have about that. That could mean being sensitive to the people around you and just lending a hand or hug if it seems like somebody is getting a little bit overwhelmed. We are all human. That is normal. We're all super strong and resilient, but those ups and downs will happen. So I would just encourage you to be sensitive to the people around you and be a safe place for them to be able to, you know, kind of just lean on someone just for a moment. We all need that at times. And then for ourselves, I think it's really a time that some of us in the room are very well practiced at knowing how we tick and what helps us kind of center ourselves. And so this is a time to practice that a little bit more, which is hard to do in a setting like this because we fill your time so much. But just the few things that I would say are hydrate. I know it's so basic, but keep that water intake going. It's a time to limit your alcohol intake, even though we're all together and it's fun and celebratory in many ways. It's intense, but please, this is a time where just taking care of yourself a little bit more would be important. Other things, you know, breathe, center yourself. When you're about to go into those visits, remember, you've got this. This is about you just telling your story and adding a little bit of the context and facts that we're going to give you. And you all really know this and do this year round. Get rest when you can. Know that there is a quiet room just outside this room. It's in the Madison room, actually. So please take advantage of that if you just want to catch your breath during the day in a place that's set apart and not so full of people. And the care team is here the entire time. That's myself, Doreen, Jill, and a new staff member in the programs area who is also a clinician, Adriana Maldonado, whom you'll meet in a couple of days. We're all kind of coming at different times. Is Jill here in the room? Okay, so there's Jill, and here I am, and we have our little purple Talk to Me ribbon. So what this is about is we're not being doctors and clinicians in these moments. We're being supportive colleagues to anyone who just needs to process a little bit. So we are here and take advantage of that. If you notice that somebody is in need, the easiest way to get to us quickly is to just find a staff member, and they'll be able to text us and get together. So terrific. Have a great day, everybody. And I'm here with you. I'll be learning with you and going on the Hill visits with you as well. Take care.